Hi, I'm George Cox, production coordinator for ActonTV and guest host for Business Matters for the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce. My in-studio guest is one of my favorite people, Pam Fletcher, marketing director of Nashoba Valley Ski Area in Westford. Pam, welcome to ActonTV.
Oh, it's great to be here, George. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you have so many things. Not only is Nashoba Valley Ski Area in Westford one of the premier ski resorts and snowboarding resorts, but you also have all kinds of events going on in the summer. So
it's been fun. You know, we've been creative with what we have to work with at Nashoba Valley Ski Area, and we created the Sunset Tiki Bar and Grill at the base of our snowmaking pond. And it's a really fun island-style festive atmosphere. There's great food, great tropical drinks. The kids can come and swim until dusk. You can hear live entertainment out on the beach. I mean, we have a lot going on, George, and it's fun because you can check out on our band list on sunsettiki.com all the different forms of entertainment that we have in the evening, including one of your favorites that we do on Tuesday night, karaoke.
Oh, everyone who knows me knows I love karaoke. And what's it like you joined the chamber about a year ago. What's it like just being involved in the chamber? Because I know you hosted a few events for the Middlesex West Chamber.
Well, we have. We've hosted a few little mixers and stuff, and it's great because it brings businesses together. You get a chance to network, and you really get a chance to, understand who are the different members in the community, how they can work together, how you can cross-promote sometimes. So it is a great opportunity if you haven't been a member of the chamber to join a chamber, because that way you do get in touch with who's also in your community and working around you. And we entered in the Taste of Middlesex last year as we had a booth at Presence, and we entered as the Outlook Restaurant, one of our businesses at Nashoba Valley Ski Area that has fine dining and specializes in steak and seafood. And we entered a cocktail, and our cocktail that won was the Autumn Sangria, and it won Best Beverage for Taste of Middlesex, and we were very proud of that.
And if anybody at home hasn't tried one of the Outlook's sangrias, it's delicious, because I think I had 3 of them that night. It was really good. And the Taste of Middlesex is coming up in November, so we're very excited about that. Now, you have this man-made lake there. You host corporate functions. Tell us what is that all about?
Well, so the Sunset Tiki Bar and Grill can be obtained privately. You can rent it out for a private event. We do events from 75 adults and children up to 1,500 people we've had at one point. It was just crazy fun. But there's volleyball courts, because we have a volleyball league that plays all summer long. So during the daytime, a corporate outing has access to up to 15 courts for play. We have multiple sets of tailgate toss and ladder ball, and we also have cornhole is tailgate toss, and we have horseshoes and tetherball and tropical drinks. We also won many Best Beverage awards for some of our tropical drinks at the Tiki Bar as well. And then we feature everything from lobsters to steamers, burgers and dogs. I mean, we have it all in terms of different types of food that we can offer a company for an outing. So it's a great place where you can go and come and have some activities on the water, be able to bring in a band and listen to live entertainment outside. And then in the evening, when we're operational to the public from 5 to 1 a.m. Monday through Saturday, we also can host corporate events. We can't host as big, but we can still do up to 250 people in one of our event tents for a corporate outing. And it's just a different type of a place to go for an outing. I really don't know of any island-style outside atmosphere where you can have all those games, have all those activities, and bring in your own fun too. We've had people bring in paddle boards and kayaks. We've done fishing there. They've done inflatables and obstacle courses and mechanical sharks. Boy, George, you'd like the mechanical shark.
What I like about the Tiki too is it's in the middle of Westford, and a lot of people maybe can't afford to go away on a tropical vacation. Well, it's always a tropical vacation at the Tiki Bar in Westford.
Well, it's a little bit of a stay vacation. I mean, so like you could take your kids out, just do a little family outing and just go for a swim and have a nice bite. They've just really done a nice job with the atmosphere and the food. Pizza is a big thing for us right now. We put in another pizza oven, and they hand do the dough, and You know, nothing screams summer like steamers and lobster on the beach. I mean, I love being outside, so that everything that you could possibly think of, like barbecue style. You know, we've got a lot of different options like wings and ribs and really fabulous burgers, and it's just been fun. And those cocktails, you know, they make them with very fresh ingredients. They try to really step up the performance of the cocktail. I don't think I've ever had like a tropical drink called a Wai Tai, which was created by one of our staff members. And, you know, it also won a beverage award, and the same with our sangria that's out there on the beach. And they really take pride in using quality ingredients and fresh ingredients and local ingredients. And I think it's kind of fun. It's fun to it's fun to sell fun, you know. It's fun to be out there having fun and watching other people have fun at a wonderful place.
You know, and you have some great bartenders, so I would want to call them mixologists, because they're making all these great drinks, which is awesome. And you have a big event coming up called the Blues and Brews, so tell everybody about that.
Well, Blues and Brews is the weekend of August 19th and 20th, and it's a really nice event because we raise money for the Westford charities. So the Westford Rotary puts on an event, and there's a lot of different charities that the Westford Rotary is involved with. We help provide staff, and we're very much involved with the event itself, but it's usually those volunteers from the Westford Rotary that do everything, that pull together all these fabulous bands, pull together all the beer and the different brew vendors that we have for tastings and the setup, and it takes a big army of people to put something like that together. But it really is a wonderful weekend because you can even bring the kids. They can't have any of the tastings, but you can bring the kids along, and there's little activities and things like that, and vendors that you can go check out. But I think the experience all in all, with the quality of the bands that they bring to this event, is really spectacular. They've had some great headliners over the years at Blues and Brews.
You know, what was really great about that too is it's like you set up this huge stage where the ski area is in the winter, and people can walk around, they can check out the music, then they go to the other side and they can drink all the beers and check out the different craft beers, which are very popular right now.
Oh, it's awesome. And they mow the area, you know, so there's grass, and people lay out their blankets and they bring their chairs and they sit up on the slope side, and they have a fabulous view. And it's nice because the music kind of radiates up the mountain, and it's just a excellent atmosphere to provide for such a fun group of very talented artists. I think I bought more CDs last year than I know what to do with, because every band that would come on, it was just kept getting better and better.
You know, it was terrific. And we were there last year, ActonTV, and I was with Pam, and we sampled some of the craft beers. And I just wanted to show people some highlights from last year. And then when we come back, we're going to talk more with Pam Fletcher, so stay tuned. George for Talk of the Town. We are here at Nashoba Valley Ski Area in Westford at the Blues and Brews Summerfest with Pam Fletcher. Tell us what's going on today.
Well, you know, it's Blues and Brews. It's a way to raise money for the Westford Rotary and have a really good time. They donate a lot of their proceeds to charity. And the music, the blues, the brews, everything is fantastic here at Nashoba Valley today. Beautiful weather. Get on down. If you've never been before, you can always try it out next year.
So we had a chance to talk to some of the vendors, some of the bands. Stay tuned.
Well, I got to tell you, you got people on their feet. They were smiling. They were dancing. And what do you think about this event, Blues and Brews?
This is beautiful. It was my first time here. And look at all the people. They stayed. They stuck through the rain. And that made it so positive, because I was standing on the stage and I didn't think they were going to stay here. And they went to the tents, and some people were just dancing in the rain because Diana, and I really wanted to watch Joe Lewis. That's one of my heroes. I call him my big brother, you know. So I didn't want to go home, because I was telling John, the promoter, I was telling them that I don't like getting free money. And most musicians, well, I ain't gonna say most, but some of them like to get free money. Like, oh, I just got a free check. Me, I cry inside when I can't get up there and dance and do my thing.
Well, I'll tell you what, you were dancing, you were moving, you had
time.
people on their feet, and that's what Blues and Brews is all about.
That's what it's about. Good time, good brews, and good people.
And how do you how does it feel just being a part here of the Blues and Brews at Nashoba Valley Ski Area?
Great scene today, really great scene today. We had a little bit of rain earlier, kind of brought everyone together. Sun came back out, warmed it back up. It's really been a pleasure.
And where is Rising Tide available here in New England?
Rising Tide is based out of Portland, Maine, but we're available in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts.
Excellent. So we're going to be back with more footage of the Blues and Brews at Nashoba Valley Ski Area, and we're going to have some of this great beer. Chris, cheers.
Cheers.
As you can see, we had a blast last year at Blues and Brews. And if you want more information about tickets, schedules, visit skinashoba.com. So we're back with Pam Fletcher, and you have a paint night going on with Sue Marion. Tell us about her.
Well, she's a local artist from Groton. She's actually done some pretty cool murals at the ski area itself. There's one inside the base lodge, like it's a reflection of the mountain at night. And then there's one at the Tiki Bar itself, which is a tropical island scene that when the bands are up there playing, they look like they're standing on a beach somewhere in the tropics. It's really spectacular. So she's going to have a small canvas each week of a tropical thing. The first one is August 1st, and it's going to be of a hibiscus flower. And included in the price are all the materials, your canvas that you get to take home, a glass of wine, and a fun time with Sue Marion. And she's a wonderful teacher. She will provide free instruction. You don't need any experience necessary. And we think it'll be kind of fun. It's going to be repetitive every Tuesday night throughout the summer as the Tiki Bar is open. And we hope it'll draw some interested people, and I'm excited. I'm going to go August 1st.
So what time does that start?
It starts at 6:30. It goes from 6 o'clock to 8:30, excuse me. And that's every Tuesday, so 6 to 8:30. And like I said, no experience necessary, and she provides wonderful instruction and pointers, and so get that creative side and go Tiki Tuesday.
So
for
Tiki
paint
Tuesday,
night.
you could do paint night. Then at 8:30, they're going to do karaoke, so you can sing some Cher. You've got everything covered there, folks. It's fun. And speaking of fun, you've got Witches Woods coming up, and it starts on Friday, September 29th. Tell us about Witches Woods.
Oh, Witches Woods has many different attractions. We have 7 now with all of our things that we have going on. Our most premier attraction that we were very excited that we added last year was Vampire Passage. And the reason that actual attraction is very interesting is that you are walking in the woods. You're not on a hayride. We have New England's longest hayride, which is very exciting, but there's a perspective difference when you're walking in the woods and you actually can see out through into the woods, and it's eerie and dark and you don't know what's going to come out from where, and it's pretty exciting stuff. We had a lot of fun with it last year, but with all the 7, we have Nightmare Mansion, we have Castle Morbid, we have the 3D Keeper's Crypt, which you wear 3D glasses and the paint on the characters and they pop out at you as well. Each of the attractions are very unique and very different in their own way. I think Nightmare Mansion probably spooks me the most because you are really in the dark.
So if you want more information about everything that we talked about today, visit skinashoba.com. And if you want more information about Witches Woods, it's witcheswoods.com. And we're going to end with Pam. Get a shot of Pam. Look into the camera, Pam, as she transforms into Ghula the Vampire. We'll be back with our next guest. Business Matters.
Set aside the dates for the 16th Annual Blues and Brews Festival at Nashoba Valley Ski Area, August 19th and 20th. Enjoy 2 days packed full of live music, cold craft beers, hot sun, and food and fun. All the proceeds raised by this Westford Rotary fundraiser support a variety of local charities. There are dozens of food trucks and vendors, a seemingly endless number of delicious craft beers to sample, and a great wide open space to spend time with family and friends listening to some of the best blues on the planet. Doors open both days at 10:30 a.m., and tickets are available now online at bluesandbrewsrotary.org or by calling 978-692-3033. So mark your calendar now because you don't want to miss this spectacular weekend of Blues and Brews at the Westford Rotary's 16th Annual Blues and Brews Festival at Nashoba Valley Ski Area, August 19th and 20th. Blues and Brews is a project of the Westford Rotary Charitable Endowment Incorporated.
Welcome back to Business Matters, a program that highlights organizations with the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce. My guests right now are visiting angels, Karen Rivero and Amanda Scribner. How are you?
We're doing great, thank you.
Great, thank you for having us.
So you moved since you were here a year ago on Business Matters,
Yes.
and you were in the little building. You were just telling me you've moved into the bigger building. What is that like?
Well, it's great because we all have a little bit more elbow room and we're able to do more things. We have a conference room that we use for training, so it's been really comfortable.
It's nice to have a conference room.
Yes, it is.
Too, I'm sure. So what types of services do you offer if people are not familiar?
We do home care for adults and seniors, and it's non-medical, but it's all the activities of daily living, and it could be anywhere from homemaking, meal preparation, laundry, shopping, to some personal care, whatever it is that they need to stay safe in their own homes.
And what are you doing there, Amanda? 'Cause I know you were telling me earlier that you're maybe been there a couple months or so.
I have. I joined the team on June 1st, and I am responsible for the marketing and really the business development, growing the business.
And what types of things are you doing to market? I know that social media plays such a big role in getting the word out on the services that you offer.
It does. So we're doing Facebook and Twitter and getting ready to do Flickr and all sorts of, a lot of posting of photos and videos and informational things. And then we've also partnered with some of the other local businesses. Nara Park, we've just sponsored them and the concert series, which has been a great partnership, and it's really getting our name out there.
Excellent.
Do programs with the Council on Aging as well.
We do.
We do presentations for them, and it can be like the summer was Beat the Heat. I think in the fall will be fall prevention.
Right. Other presentations we're doing are nutrition, you know, for elders to eat healthier and things like that. We make it informational yet fun, whether it be an ice cream social or a hot dog social, and then they get to socialize at the same time. So they enjoy it, and it's useful information, and it helps us get our name out there.
And as people age, you know, we all need help. You were saying earlier that the baby boomers are turning 65.
That's right.
This year. So I know that my mom, you know, she lived to 90. We were at the fine line where should we bring someone in? Should we put her in a nursing home? And I know a lot of people are at that point with their elder parents. What advice would you like to give those people?
Well, most people like to be able, the idea of being able to stay in their own home. And sometimes they only need a little support, and sometimes they do need a lot more support, and we can help them with that continuum. Sometimes people do get to the point where they do need some more nursing, skilled nursing care with a nursing home, but for most people, they can stay at home with support. And it's great for the families, less stress for them, to be, because they really shouldn't have to be the caretakers, they should be family.
And it's really stressful too when your parents are getting older and you have to make some decisions about whether they should go to nursing home or get help. I know with my mom, we got her some help, which was nice. So tell us about your staff, because are they nurses that go in, or what types of staff do you have that go to people's houses?
We don't do medical, we do non-medical. So our employees are all certified nursing assistants, known as CNAs, or home health aides, which are known as HHAs. And then they can help the person with whatever it is they need. Like I said, the range from fixing them a good hot meal, giving sure they've got clean laundry, taking them shopping or doing the shopping for them, giving them some socialization, obviously the personal care, showers and so forth, and depending on how much care they need and how much help they need. But we can go anywhere from a few hours to around the clock.
So how would you evaluate, you know, how much help someone needs? Like, you know, some people might need someone to come in 2 or 3 times a week. Someone might need someone maybe, you know, once every other week. Do you do an evaluation with the family and the client?
Yeah, we go out and we meet with them, and we prefer to be with the family and the client and talk about all their needs and concerns, and make the recommendation there on what we think they should use and what they want, and kind of come up with what's safe.
Because I know people must feel a little bit uneasy trying to decide, you know, should we bring in help or not? And how do you help people get over that stress?
It's difficult. There's always people always have that financial concern as well. Unfortunately, at this stage, that kind of home care is not covered by insurance, not Medicare, and not the regular ones like Blue Cross. The people that do have long-term care insurance can get a certain amount of that covered, but not that many people have it, or may not have a full coverage, but it helps. There's a few people that if it's a real financial consideration, they can work with the state, but that would be with whatever agencies were contracted with them.
So there is help out there, because the other alternative is a nursing home, and that's very expensive too. So if people want more information about maybe state help, do you know where they could go?
Yeah, they have what they call aging service access points, and for this area it is the Minuteman Senior Services, and they would be like the clearinghouse for whatever is available out there for programs for them. So whenever there's that financial concern, we do suggest that they go talk to them first.
Excellent. And if people have any questions, you're located here in Acton, and what is the area that you serve it? I mean, is it Acton, the surrounding towns?
Yep, Lexington to Lancaster and Tingsboro to Stowe.
And it's a national franchise too, so there's visiting. We had the commercials with Cindy Williams, which I met, by the way, but that's another story. So it's a national franchise. How did you get into, opening a Visiting Angels?
We actually found Visiting Angels when we were looking for care for my parents. They were failing. We were still in Texas. They were up in Maine, and we started looking, and we found Visiting Angels. We loved the name. We liked their philosophy, and we decided that's what we wanted to do.
And it's such a wonderful thing too, because our parents took care of us, but there's going to come a day that we have to take care of our parents, and I think Visiting Angels is a great way of helping the sons and the daughters take care of the parents, because it's kind of goes in a full circle.
It does, but also you got to remember that at the generations too, they're both the husband and wife usually are working, they have kids in school, and then they have their parents. Not like it used to be when our parents were growing up and at least one person stayed home. So you have that sandwich generation effect, which complicates things. You also have families don't live so close to each other anymore. So you've got that long distance component. So we can help bridge that and support that.
Yeah, it's a different dynamic, because I remember growing up, my grandfather lived with us. So it was like, all the older relatives, but now, people do need help, and it's available through, I think it's a great service that you offer to people.
Thank you. Yeah. It's rewarding. It's a very rewarding career. I've thoroughly enjoyed getting involved with the families and getting to know. The elderly have so much wisdom. You can learn so much from them.
Yeah, that's true. It's true, and we're all going to be there someday.
We are.
Some of us closer than others.
Yeah, well, you would never know. Now stop that. So how do you screen a caregiver? If someone wants to, work for Visiting Angels, how are they screened?
Well, we have them come to the office to fill out an application. I know online is really popular, but we want to see the person. And also how long it takes them to fill it out tells us how well they can read and comprehend, and making sure that it also is them that fills out the application. We look for people who already have their training as a certified nursing assistant or as a home health aide, and we're looking for 3 work references. Then they go through another set of interviews, we do the background checks, and then we bring them in. Yeah,
because I know many public places, I think it's called the Corey check, is that what it's called? Are they required to do that as well?
Yeah, the state law of Massachusetts for the background check. Corey will tell you whether or not they have been a conviction for anything. But that's all it is whether or not they had a conviction in Massachusetts.
Now, do you get many clients based on referrals too? Like someone has used your services and they said, they recommended a friend. I mean, do you get a lot of referrals?
The majority, really.
The majority.
Is.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth is the best advertising.
Word of mouth is everything. A lot of the council on aging, the life care centers, other facilities.
We have a good reputation in the community. We worked hard to get there.
And it's great to work with the Council of Aging here in Acton. They're opening up a new senior center in the fall. We're very excited. We've been working with the seniors, and it's just great to know that Visiting Angels is available to help the seniors that need help. Because listen, we're all going to be stubborn. We're all stubborn.
We are.
But sometimes you need a little Visiting Angel to help you. It's true. It's true. How are you licensed? You have to go licensed through the state, federally, or how does that work?
Massachusetts at this point does not have a licensure. They did a few years ago. They kind of let that go. They're trying to decide what to do right now in the legislature with that. So we do tell people that there's no licensure at this point in this state. We really highly recommend accreditation, and we are accredited. That they look for that because of the standards, whether it's industry standards, compliance with all the state and federal regulations, and so on.
So, and people can always, I'm sure when people call to inquire, they want to know if you're licensed. It's important for them to know that they're...
We are, yeah. We assure them that we are insured and bonded, but we do recommend that when they look around, they make sure they find someone that's accredited as well.
Yeah, so it just makes people feel more at ease, because I know that we've all seen these horror stories where patients are being abused. In the nursing home. I mean, it's horrible. Like, so, you know.
It's a vulnerable population. So that's one of the advantages of the agency, at least for our agency, is that we look out for them, and we make sure we have trained people. We check in with them. We do supervisory visits. I think we do a good job with that, but they are a vulnerable population. Even some of the clients that we've had, they get those scamming telephone calls, and it's the aide who catches them, and calls us, and we call the family member just to make sure that they don't give away money or whatever.
Yeah, so it's good that, I mean, there are a lot of scams. We just did a whole program with the state about scams and the elderly, so that's good that you can keep your clients informed. You know, it's really important.
A lot of them over the telephone.
Yeah, I mean, the grandparent scam, it happened with someone that I know very close, so, something to watch for. What's it like just being involved in the Chamber of Commerce, because you're always at the events. You gave us, you were a clue in the treasure hunt that I won with Mark Ducey, by the way. We worked hard.
Yes.
What's it like just being involved in the Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce?
The Chamber of Commerce is a terrific organization. We joined it right as soon as we opened our doors. We stay active in the community. It gave us visibility and credibility. We've built wonderful relationships within the Chamber, and we do enjoy the people that we work with, the events that they have.
Yeah, you're always there. We always see you, which
here.
is wonderful. It's just to get the word out about Visiting Angels. And what about your involvement?
Oh my!
You were on the board.
I was. I'm still on the board. I think I've been on the board maybe 10 years now. And I was president last year and vice president the year before. And so I thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, I think it's great business exposure, but I've made friends for life. You know, it's not even just about the business connections. I think those come with it. It's a wonderful organization all the way around, and I love the way it rallies around community.
Yeah, and that's what you do, is you're really helping the community, and it's a really important service that you provide to people. As we all get older, we need a little help. So if people want to contact you, what is the website?
It's www.visitingangels.com/Acton.
And you're located right on Great Road in Acton?
498.
498 Great Road. So we're going to take a little tour of the new building. With ActonTV had a chance to go out there with the cameras, and we're going to show people the brand new facility. And once again, if you want more information, visit their website at visitingangels.com/Acton.
So welcome to our Visiting Angels office. When you first come in, this is obviously our reception area. This is our receptionist and scheduler, Dolores Garcia, who keeps everything running over here. We've got it set up where the caregivers can pick up materials, their messages. They have a workstation if they need it. Just a really pretty comfortable space. In this room over here is where our billing person works. She helps us with billing and payroll, so it's an extra room, and our printer's in here. She's not in today, so you don't get to meet Zoila. And then over here we have our human resources assistant is Doris O'Hearn. So she's the one who brings in our new help and gets them all set up paperwork-wise. We also have a kitchenette area, restroom area, and then over this way, yeah, you got the angels. Excuse me. So, we've got a room here that we use for our office break room, office meetings, and some meetings with our employees, and also a training meeting area as well. And it's kind of our secondary meeting area. We have another conference room that we use. Comes out this way, and what's really great, this was originally an old house. We got lots of storage with big, deep closets everywhere. And then this is our conference room in here, and we have meetings in here. Even my Rotary board meets in here, so that's really great. It's very convenient, great for training. I do my orientation classes in here for my employees. And upstairs we have offices for Tony. Amanda and I share a room as well. So we have enough space and storage, and hopefully we'll be here for a very long time.
If you'd like more information about how your organization can benefit from the Chamber, visit their website at mwcoc.com. We'll be back with our next guest.
Hi, I'm Cindy Williams, and I believe that our seniors deserve the very best care, and that home care should be personal. That's why I recommend Visiting Angels, the compassionate caregivers that give you peace of mind. Visiting Angels provides personal care, meal preparation, light housekeeping, companionship, and so much more. To put an angel by your side, go to visitingangels.com.
Visiting Angels, America's choice in home care.
Hi, we're back with Business Matters with our special guest, Title Boxing. How are you? We're here with Becca Legro and Flaviano Silva. And you guys are sales experts there. So it's a new fitness trend, I guess. It's a non-contact boxing fitness that you guys teach people. Give us an overview of what you do.
So Title Boxing Club, like you said, it's boxing for fitness, not for fighting. So a lot of people think that it's a contact gym. It's not. So we're just a fitness club. You're never going to get hit. We actually have 45 100-pound heavy bags. You just pick a bag, wrap your hands, put some gloves on, and just start hitting. So it's a really good workout.
So it's a new way of working out. People do, cardio, they do weights, but, I've never heard of non-contact boxing before, which I think is a great concept. What type of areas of the body does it target?
So our classes are a total body workout. We start with a warm-up, and that would consist of sprawls, jumping jacks, push-ups, stuff to get your blood flowing. Then whatever the class duration is, because we have 30, 45, and 60-minute classes, would depend on how many rounds that we have. We go into jabs, uppercuts, hooks, just different combinations like that. And then you would go into core, which could be 15 minutes or 7 minutes, depending on how long the class is. And that would be with a medicine ball. We still use the bag, but it's working your abdominal muscles.
And it almost seems like a fun way to work out, because people are so sick of the same old routine, and I think what you do is a little bit different than what people are used to. And is it good for weight loss too, if people are looking to lose weight? Because me, I've got the middle-age spread, so I would love to lose that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great way to lose weight. The 100-pound heavy bag gives you a great cardio workout, gives you a great strength training workout, great resistance training workout, and all the classes are tiered on the concept of high-intensity interval training. So when you burn all the calories in the class, high-intensity interval training also allows you to continue burning calories throughout the day. So that consists of, we do 3-minute rounds of boxing, so you go completely all out in boxing for 3 minutes, and then we have 1 minute period of active rest, where that'll consist of different body weight exercises. That way it'll target your aerobic workouts, your anaerobic workouts. That way you're mixing it up a little bit and your body's burning a lot of calories.
And the other aspect of working out, if you really want to get in shape, is diet. Do you help people with their diets too? Do you give advice or?
So what's really cool about our workout is a lot of people can still just live a normal lifestyle and be happy with the way
you can still eat ice cream?
Exactly. We actually joke, one of our trainers, he lost 60 pounds from Title, and he comes in and he drinks a Frappuccino every single day, so you can still be happy. You don't have to just eat lettuce and carrots and
celery.
Stuff like that. Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like the type of workout that I need. I think you need to get me into shape. So I know that when I think of boxing, I think of the bag, the heavy bag. Tell us how you incorporate that into your workouts.
So the heavy bag, like I said, it's 100 pounds. So we have 45 of them in the class. That's what you're going to be hitting throughout the entire class. Every time you throw a punch, it basically punches back. It's a resistance workout also, along with the cardio and the strength training.
And the thing is, if you look at a boxer's body, they have like really toned arms. They have the six-pack abs that really focuses on your core. That's your core. So do you have to be a boxer to come to Title Boxing?
No, actually, most of our members have never boxed before. Our demographics is actually ages 8 to 88. Most people come in and they're kind of nervous and they're like, oh, I've never boxed before, like, do I need to know? But we teach you the basics. When you come in for your first class, we will show you all the punches, all the kicks, and you're good to go.
And it's a franchise too, which I didn't realize it was a franchise, because I know that a Gold Gym, I think it's called Fit Lab now or whatever, you're kind of like a franchise. So you're kind of a new concept in workout, in exercise, which I think is great. So do you teach people, it's non-contact, when people think of you and they hear the title, title boxing, do they think it's like you're gonna beat each other up?
Yeah.
So
all the time.
All the time. So you get that a lot. Yeah.
We have people that contact us and they say, hey, I'm really interested in trying a workout, but I'm kind of scared of getting hit. And we have to stress to them all the time, it's absolute non-contact. It's you and a heavy bag. For people who don't know any boxing and they need a little bit of one-on-one, we do offer one-on-one private technique training with one of our trainers. You can do some mitt work, so you can actually learn how to properly throw a jab, how to properly throw an uppercut, and how to properly throw each of your kicks and knees. That way, you can get more out of every workout and reduce the risk of injury during every workout.
So if people want to come and try it, can they just come in for a day and talk to one of you guys and just try like a workout for a day, or do you do anything? Because sometimes you want to try it before you buy it, right?
Right, exactly.
Try it before you do it. Do you do any programs like that?
Yep, so we offer a first shot free, that's what we call it. So you can come in and take any class that you want for the first time, see if you like it, because we want to make sure that this is something that you're going to enjoy.
Yeah, so people can come in for a tour and actually try it. And what type of staff do you have there? Like, do you have, I'm sure you have trainers, do you have nutrition? Like, what type of roles do you have on the staff there that can help people get into the fitness goals?
So we have, most of our staff is consisted of salespeople, and then we have trainers. We have a couple of trainers that are certified personal trainers, so they can be the ones to help people that do have different kind of weight loss goals or different goals like that. We're going to be introducing some new programs as well that can help people do a little bit more one-on-one instead of just coming into a class, getting that great workout and leaving. We want to have the better communication. That's one thing that we really pride ourselves on.
Sounds like what you do is fun. And they're going to put me through the ringer. We are going to go to the gym. I'm going to get in my gym clothes, and they're going to whip me into shape. And I can hardly wait to do that. So, stay tuned for that. If people want more information about how they can maybe take a tour or, some of the services that you provide, where can they get that?
So we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter. Instagram and Twitter, we're on as TBC Littleton. On Facebook, we're on as Title Boxing Club Littleton MA. All of our information is going to be there. We post all the updated schedules all the time. So if it's something that you want to reach out to us, you see a class that you think you might like, give us a shot, and we'll sign you up for something. Welcome to Title Boxing Club Littleton. My name is Flaviano. I'm a sales expert here. I'm going to be showing you guys around. Our main attraction is our 4,500-pound heavy bags. This is where all of our group fitness workouts happen. We do boxing and we do kickboxing in different increments. Over to this side, we have lockers where all of our members can store their stuff for the duration of the classes. We also have medicine balls that we do for our core rounds in each of the classes. Towards the back here, we have a smaller gym with some weights, cardio equipment, and a bench, so our members can enjoy that. Towards the back, we have our bathrooms with private showers. Men and women each have their own shower. And then we have our water fountain here. Over towards the front, we also do a ring where we can have some private one-on-one training. You can get into the ring with a trainer, work on some mitt work, and you can do some technique work on your jabs, your crosses, all of your kicks for all of the classes that you're gonna take. So I can take you guys to the ring, and I think we're gonna be doing some mitt work now.
We're at Title Boxing Club. We're on location here in Littleton with Hector Cora. So what are we doing here?
All right, so we're going to wrap your hands. So what I'll need you to do is just keep your hands palm down.
Okay.
Awesome, and make sure your hands are fully spread.
Okay.
So what I like to do is start with the thumb, and then I go 3 times around the wrist, just because I want to make sure that you have enough support.
And what's the purpose of this?
So this is going to protect your hands. When you're hitting a heavy bag, it's 100 pounds.
Okay.
We want to make sure that you're not going to do anything to damage your hands.
Okay, and this is kind of what boxers do professionally too, right? When they box.
Exactly. So what we're going to do next is I'm just going to show you some basic technique.
Okay.
And then I'll put my gloves on and show you how hard you should be hitting.
All right, so he's going to get gloves on. Am I getting gloves too?
Yes, you will be getting gloves
We're going to put our gloves on, and he's going to show me some of the exercises they do at Title Boxing Club. So yeah, we had a great workout, and if you want more information, what's the website?
Title Boxing Club, and just search for Littleton, Massachusetts.
So titleboxingclub.com, search for Littleton, Massachusetts. I'm George for Business Matters. We'd like to thank you for watching this edition of Business Matters. If you'd like more information about how your organization can benefit from the Chamber, visit the website at mwcoc.com. I'm George Cox for ActonTV. We'll see you again next time. The Middlesex West Chamber of Commerce would like to acknowledge and thank our broadcast sponsors, Emerson Hospital and the Westford Regency Hotels.